Hello everybody, and thanks for joining me for another TBT, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. Do we really need a title? What's with all these labels? Today I'm going to talk about some of our, and your, favorite fast food items that sadly no longer exist. For one reason or another. I'm guessing it didn't make them enough money. I don't know. Probably. Wendy's Super Bar. Do you remember that? I do. That's why I'm talking about it. When I think of Wendy's when I was a kid, honestly only think of it as a place that had a salad bar. I didn't even have their regular food until I was like in my teens. Who goes to Wendy's for a burger? And my thing was cottage cheese, bacon bits, and peaches. I don't know. Burger and fries? Where's your peaches and bacon bits and cottage cheese? Nowhere to be found. Took it away and people were very upset. And there's a Facebook page dedicated to bring it back. It has almost 150 likes. Well, that's probably not going to be enough of an uprising to bring it back. But in the Philippines, they have. And some of the people who are trying to bring it back are like, victory! Well, if you live in Manila, victory, you can claim. Maybe they'll bring it back one day. I don't know. Probably not. Next on our list is Hardee's, Carl's Jr., depending on where you live at. It's the Frisco Burger. There'll be a theme of this. A lot of these we recreated for our cooking shows. So if you want to learn how to make some of these things, click over here. There it is. The Frisco Burger was introduced in the 90s as this kind of like exotic, want something different? Sure, here's a burger. It's from San Francisco. I thought rice-a-roni was the San Francisco treat. It was essentially a burger on sourdough, because as I was recreating this, I did a lot of research to try to make it properly. And everyone said, you gotta, it's the onion mayo. I think it's been re-released like 4 times, but apparently none of the times has it been exactly like the original, which I never understand when they do that. When they have like petitions and things like that to bring back a product that they love so much, why in the world would you bring it back, go through all the trouble of bringing it back, and then just do that new and improved version? It's like, no, they don't want a new and improved version. They wanted the original one back. Never as good as it was. Because some people are just kind of like that. I really don't remember it back then, so... The next one on our list is the BK Broiler, which was another one that we recreated, and I gotta be honest, I didn't know it was gone. I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find anything before like 1996. BK Broiler was honestly one of my favorite sandwiches of all time. I loved it. I mean, I say that, but I didn't know it was gone, so, well. And it was the first of its kind, grilled chicken sandwich. It really was. It killed in its first year. It was by far the most popular item on the menu at Burger King. And then all of a sudden, people were like, I don't really want that chicken anymore. A Crystal Pepsi thing where it like killed for 6 months. People were like, it's the greatest thing ever. And then like month 7, they're like, I don't even want it ever again. Like, oh, you just said you loved it. Yeah, man, love fades. So they decided to kind of rebrand it, which, God, that just seems like it never worked. Do you remember BK Broiler? Oh, that's Burger King Broiler for the layman. Next on the menu of years past is the Arch Deluxe, which is funny because I just did a video about things that McDonald's did that weren't so successful. But just because something wasn't necessarily monetarily successful doesn't mean that it wasn't successful in our hearts. Or at least some people's. Almost every food that's ever existed that is no longer, at least one person running a site somewhere wishing it would come back. And even at some point, the spokesman for them said that it might come back, and then just kind of never brought it up again. Flop financially because it cost $300 million, and that's bad because they didn't make anything anywhere near that much back. Then in the 90s, Dairy Queen heard the cries of the nation that said, we want healthier food. We want healthier food. Make your Blizzard just as tasty, but good for us. And they're like, well, how the heck? They tried, and they did frozen yogurt. It was exact same ingredients. People were like, this is great. I love healthy stuff. I want my Blizzard, please. And they left the poor little breeze out in the cold. Get it with the Blizzard? Yeah. Another product from the 80s that has long since passed is the Pizza Hut Priazzo, I think. This beast was another child of the 80s, so of course it was very colorful, it was really into Madonna and Michael Jackson, had the one little glove. But this pizza did not wake up before it was time to go-go. This was a cross between a pot pie and a Chicago deep dish style pizza. Actually, thinking about it, sounds kind of good, and I would totally try it if it existed now. But Pizza Hut's doing different stuff, they parted ways, they said, thanks for your time and service, but... And the Priazzo's like, oh, I see. I understand. He sure as hell would like to try this over their hot dog crust. And then this one really bums me out, man. This is the Chilito chili cheese burrito. Didn't matter what the name was. This was pure heaven wrapped in a flour tortilla. Because I remember the first time I went there and I'm like, can I get a Chilito, please? They're like, we don't have this anymore. I was like, can't be serious. Chili cheese burrito. Whew. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Okay, can I get 9 of those, please? And then one day I went, can I get a chili cheese burrito? Oh, we don't have... Oh, Okay, what is it called now? It's called Doesn't Exist. Don't jerk me around. And it's made up of all the exact same ingredients that they already have in their kitchen. So why the hell did they take it away? Jen and I, we're driving down the street. Chili cheese burritos back. We literally did like a movie, like turn in the middle of the street, do a U-turn, totally legal. Whatever. Man, Chilito, what are you gonna? We got 2 chili cheese burritos, came home, and then drank one of my Surges that I got when Surge came back. That was like one of the greatest days of my life. Is that sad? And we go back and we're like, yeah, we want that again. I'm sorry, we don't have that anymore. What the fuck? We just wanted to tease you really badly. If my channel ever got to like the LA Beast level or Rhett and Link or some crazy, which it won't, so don't worry, I would make the campaign to bring that damn thing back permanently, because that is not cool, Taco Bell. Remember when life was a little better? Yeah. Too bad. Back to reality. And then, of course, the biggest one of all is Burger King's tacos. I'm kidding. No one wants these to come back. Not these horrific abominations. I got to try the Burger King tacos one day. It was in early 2000, like maybe 2001, somewhere around that. I was going on a vacation. Went to Six Flags, Georgia. We went to Great America Six Flags in Illinois. And then we went to Cedar Point and then Kings Island. We decided to just trek it all the way straight back through, which we did, which was going to be about 17 hours, which sounds crazy, but it was. We were hungry, so we stopped at Burger King, and I was like, oh, they have tacos here now, and chili. I'm like, well, I'm not going to eat the chili. That might mess with my stomach. I'll get 9 tacos, please. It crossed my mind that the chili might rip me up, but that the tacos, no big deal. Ugh, it's just dripping with grease. It's this wet, soppy taco. It wasn't crunchy at all. It was a crunchy shell, but it might as well have been a soft shell because it was squishy. And it looked like it was a folded over hamburger that had been broken, put in there with American cheese and just regular hamburger lettuce, like full size. That's it. Oh, look at this. Gotta eat it. And about an hour back, I'm like, oh, that was probably a bad idea. Car stops, dead stop. I'm like, what's going on? Endless cars. Oh God, hours. I mean, it got to the point where I was like seriously contemplating, like I could just run in the woods, run to that next exit. The will was strong in this one, and I made it 2.5 hours, which was just, Burger King. Got to a gas station, went in there, 14 people ahead of me. Apparently, they might have been a victim too of the Burger King taco. I don't know. It was a real quiet line. We didn't discuss why we were there. Finally saw what it was, and it was an overturned truck that was carrying food that had caught on fire. And I was like, I really feel like I can relate to that truck right now. My story about Burger King tacos. Don't bring them back. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment. Thank you for watching. Like, favorite, subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.